Bonjour et bienvenue à notre vidéo où nous allons discuter l'International de France 2022 à Angers. I'm just kidding. I do speak French, but I don't know if I could do a whole video. Je m'appelle Joël, and welcome to my rant and rave about the Grand Prix of France 2020 on the third event of the Grand Prix season. I love France. I lived in France for a year, many, many years ago, and has a little special place in my heart. So I always am cheering for the French skaters. Some of them have been my favorites over the year. Philippe Candeloro in the 90s with his like crazy spins. Always a huge fan. And like, come on, Saria. Game changer. Game changer. So this was a very interesting event. Personally, I think that the field here was a little bit weaker in comparison to some of the last few Grand Prix events, but I think it was still very entertaining, and we got some good programs, some interesting programs, and some not that great programs, to be honest. A little bit of water. Well, maybe that'll dry in the next 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so I wanted to first talk about some trends. Some trends I'm noticing at this Grand Prix event especially, but also just over the past few weeks. This event specifically, a lot of popped triple axels in the short program on the men's side. Not great. A lot of people were complaining about the ice. You just gotta skate, guys. I'm sure it was challenging, but some guys were hitting it, some guys weren't, but it seemed like a lot of them were popping, specifically triple axels. The ladies' side, is this the resurge of the triple toe? Why? Obviously, like, the field is a little bit, it's early in the season, the field is a little bit weaker overall, but, like, I want to see some Lutz toes. I want to see some, I don't know, now that we're doing these triple axel combos, like, can we not throw those in more often? I don't know, something. But the triple toe has got to go. Also, bubble ponytails. I'm really liking that trend. That one is making me happy. And I just love a Billie Eilish program. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I would. I really do. I think she's just got a moody vocal quality that I think fits with some of these moody skaters. So yes, keep on with the Billie Eilish programs. I'm happy about that. So May Berenice is back. This is one of my highlights. I've always loved May Berenice, and she's just such a light, and she always has really good packaging. She picks really good music, usually pop music, which I love. Michael Jackson, I don't know if I'm down with any Michael Jackson programs. I'm not, but she's skated a very good short program, and I was very happy for her. Yeah, let's jump into the ladies event, actually. I had a few highlights for me were in the short program. May Berenice for sure, because she's back and she skated really well with that triple toe. I also loved the Japanese girl, Rion Sumiyoshi. I never heard of her, never seen her skate before, I don't think. And she really blew me away in the short program. Her jumps, her skating skills, everything was so elegant, so beautiful. And so I'm a new fan of her, for sure. Audrey Shin, clean skate. I know there was maybe some calls on her jumps, but I don't know. I find her a bit compelling. I want her to show me some more strength, but you could just tell that she has some talent, and I really like watching her skate. Yeelin Kim, like, so somber. Like, I just want, honestly, blanket statement for the Korean ladies. More. Bring it up. Serve some face. Really show me that you like skating, because I'm not feeling it. And honestly, best costume by far, of maybe the whole competition. There's a couple others I'll talk about later, but her Luna Hendricks short program costume, the neon pink and orange, so pretty. I love that program. Just like a really fun short program, really showing off her flexibility and her jump technique. And I don't know. She is someone that I could just watch for hours. I think I enjoy her, and I really enjoy her brother. As far as the free skate goes on the women's side, May Berenice bringing it in with the French crowd to Celine Dion. I surrender. French, French, French. Merci. Yeah, she's the packaging queen. I really think she had a moment here. She had a few kind of wobbly jumps, but it didn't matter. It did not detract from the illusion of the program, and like the audience was so pumped and on her side. Obviously, it's a French audience. She's like a multinational French champion, and she's fabulous. So, yeah, like it was not hard for the crowd to get behind her. But I actually think like that was one of the biggest moments of the whole competition for me, and I think for everybody. So congrats to her for her return. She didn't get the highest scores, but she seemed very happy to just be out there, to be skating again, to be feeling healthy. And I think that's the absolute right attitude that we need from skaters right now. So I really hope that she stays healthy and she keeps pumping out these awesome pop music programs. More Rihanna. Give me some more Beyonce even. Like, who's mad? Not me. I love it. Rion, again, Sumiyoshi. In the free program, she did a quad toe attempt. I don't even think it was close, but I'm just like so pumped that someone did it in this competition on the women's side. So I really felt like she attacked like the shit out of all of her jumps, and I don't know, she was very compelling to me. Her jumps looked so secure in the first half, and then she kind of lost a little bit of her momentum in the second half, but I didn't really care. I really enjoyed her, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again. And I also really liked her like teal and gold kind of, I know we love ombre or like a delineation or whatever of color, but I really liked her dress. I thought it was very beautiful. Other notable ladies, I would say obviously Luna. Like I guess she like reconfigured this program and got a new costume. I liked her other white costume. This one's very beautiful. I love all the asymmetry, kind of twisting. She's like they said she's the angel, and then she's the fallen angel. Which, I honestly, like, give me the backstory. Give it to me. I'm not mad. She looked like super confident. It was her birthday. She just killed it. She like, other than May Berenice, I think Luna was the other one that had like the moment of this. And then Yeelan Kim did come in second behind Luna Hendrick. And I don't know, like she doesn't do it for me. When her jumps are on, they're huge and beautiful. I think she could be a very compelling skater. She has the goods. I just want to see more expression, more musicality, and I want to see her, I don't know, in a less boring costume. Again, and I think it was another blanket statement for the Korean ladies. They're all so gorgeous. They're all incredible skaters, and I don't feel anything when I watch them. And it makes me sad because they're so talented, and I don't know, maybe their federation just needs to like, this is the time. It's time to try some new things. You know, the Olympics is a few years away. This is the moment. Try something new. Because what you're doing, we don't need any more Phantom or Les Mis programs. Period. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to move on to talking about pairs. Now, this pairs event was a mess. Like, overall, a mess. We only had 7 teams here who actually ended up skating. Going through the list, my one of my like sentimental favorites is Gallardi and Ambrosini. Filippo's commitment to the mustache for the Queen short program, everything to me. Last season, he did a I think the Mambo Italiano short program. So he had the mustache and then he shaved it off for the free every time they performed. And I like that. I love the little details like that. And that made me very happy. This year he's rocking the mustache for both programs. No one's mad. I think he's wonderful. Out of the two of them, like she has really good, I feel like, physical expression and he has the face. And I think I just really like their partnership. If they could just like tighten up their throws, I think they could be a real contender. They were fourth here overall, fourth in the short, fourth in the free. And I'm like they're middle of the pack. I think they could definitely move up. And I want them to. I think they're pretty young too. So I think I have some hope for them in the future. Hopefully they don't get injured. I love the German team. Their ABBA short program makes me happy every single time. I think they skated it last season maybe too, but they I don't know. They're so cute. It seems like they're just so excited to be there and they seem to care a lot and love skating. And I just like to see that. Their free program was pretty good. They ended up in second in the free, but ended up in third overall. And I thought it was just good for them. They got a Grand Prix medal, a bronze medal. And like, again, they're super young and I hope that they continue and I hope that they continue to grow because I actually think they have a great potential as well. The French team, Kovalev and Kovalev, the husband and wife from France, I've seen them, they skated last year. I really liked them last year, but their elements wise, technically they were just a weaker team. And I didn't think that they were gonna be able to like rise up to this level. And they skated amazing. They've had very, very competitive programs. They landed the majority of their elements very well. And I don't know, like again, I can really see their passion for skating. They're a little bit older, and I feel like this is the best they've ever skated in their late 20s, early 30s. So that's very promising because a lot of these other teams that are coming up are in their early 20s, and if they keep skating for another 7 or 8 years, they're going to be just as incredible. This French team definitely, of the pairs competition, obviously because they're the home team, they definitely had the moment. They were so happy to get a silver medal on the Grand Prix when I don't think that was anticipated, and in your home nation. Incredible. Just this is one of the reasons I like skating. Like I love skating. And then our Canadian icons, well, Maxime at least, but Deanna and Max did not skate their best, but technically they're just at a different level than everybody else. They're hitting world-class status with some of their jumps and their throws and specifically their lifts. They're doing so many cool transitions, like into their death spiral, and I have so much pride in this team, and I'm so happy that they're there representing many things and representing a North American dual nation moment. And I don't know. I don't think you go back to skating in your mid 30s if you don't care, and you could really just feel from Deanna that she is loving this experience and wants to be perfect. And they were not perfect here. If you saw on Deanna Solano's Instagram this week, she posted all the injuries she got from skating here and the bruises and the cuts from the falls. Whoo! But you couldn't see it on her face. Like, that is a strong woman, and I'm here for it. So congratulations to them. I know it's kind of weird when you win, but you didn't skate your best and you had multiple errors. But I definitely think in this field, they were the winners. They were the ones. They were the ones for me. Costuming, 10 out of 10. Face, 10 out of 10 from Deanna. She's selling the picture, making the images. Huge fan. Next, I'm going to talk about dance briefly because this dance event was not for me. My favorite skate was the French team that came in fourth. Demougeot, Demougeot and Le Mercier, their free program is, I don't know, it's like sexy and they just hit it. And you could tell when they got their marks that it was the season's best and they were like personal best, and they were elated. Never seen someone so happy to be in fourth. Let's be honest. But out of them and the third place team, Evgenia Lapareva and Brissode. I find that the fourth place team was way more compelling to me. I mean, I do like some Edith Piaf, but I didn't feel the fantasy from Evgenia specifically. I don't know why. I don't know. I want more from her. The obviously like my other favorite in this competition, 100% was Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen. Their short program is so sexy. Little Gloria Estefan. I love that this is the like Latin themed rhythm dance season. Like especially after the Olympic season, that the whatever the I don't know what they called it, urban dance. Cringe. That was a horrible, especially for the Olympics, a horrible theme. I love the Latin dance theme. There's so much more that they can do with this theme, and there's just so many styles of Latin dance. So I'm very happy. Also, who's mad about hearing Gloria Estefan several times in one day? Not me. She's just a pump up lady. And I was thrilled. Laurence is one of the fittest women I've ever seen in my life. Like, I feel like she could go run an Ironman right now and be totally fine, barely out of breath, record time. Her green dress in the short program, like, and bubble ponytail, which we love. And Nikolai Sorensen is a good-looking man. I don't know what else to say. I just love watching them. Their free program to me, kind of like they went kind of with another Latin kind of Spanish vibe. And I liked the slide move at the end where she gets like the snow in her hair, which I think in recent years, the only other person I've seen do that is Keegan Messing during his Hydroblade in his program. So I think that maybe this is like a Canadian trend we're seeing, and I want to see more snow in the hair. Just overall, I know that these sliding moves have come into kind of come into trend, different variations of these sliding moves over the last few seasons. I think it might be in the code of points. So I think they have to incorporate some sort of sliding element, but the creativity with the sliding movements is something that I'm enjoying thoroughly and I'm very happy about. So good for them. They gave me the drama. The little like snippets of Fur-Elise through this program was kind of weird, but like I really enjoyed it. The music cuts were interesting, and I just think they performed the shit out of that program, and I love to see it. And then so they were second. Our first place team from Italy, Guinard and Fabry. I've seen them many seasons now. They are visually excellent skaters. Like, you could just tell that they are like deeper in the ice than a lot of the other teams, and they have so much experience. They are one of the older teams, and you could see that there's some joy and some passion in their skating, but it really feels like they're only giving like 80%. She's maybe giving 90, but it feels like he's giving like 70. So overall, I'm giving them an 80. I just want them to like hit the beat, like in the choreo, like hit it. It just seems almost like they're marking some of their choreography, and I'm not sure, maybe it's a newer program for them and they're just getting into it. It's early in the season, but I want to see these programs progress for them, because yes, they won. I think I agree with the win based on like how they skate, but program wise, I would have given it to Laurence and Nikolai for sure. Yeah, I will say the entry into Guinard and Fabry's straight line lift was really cool. How she kind of like flips up onto his face. That was very thrilling, and I liked that. But you know, will their love ever die? I don't know. Like, weird. The program's not for me. I'll just be honest. And then last, I just want to talk about the men, because this was a very interesting men's field. We had several, I'm just going to pull up my skating scores. Many nations represented. I think one of my favorite skaters from this field, again from France, was Luc Economide. He did a Cardi B short program. Like, please, we need more Cardi B in skating. Just in general. I'm a fan. And then he did this weird, very Florent Amodio, lots of music cuts, kind of edgy program with a cummerbund, which is, again, very Florent Amodio. So I thought he was very entertaining. I felt like he had a very strong commitment to his program, and he skated very well. I think he had personal bests on both of his programs, and he ended up in 6th. So good for him. Like, I think it was a very strong showing. I think this was his first Grand Prix, or one of his first Grand Prix. So big fan. I can't wait to see him some more. I loved the Korean skater, Seong Lee. He was one of the only skaters to skate clean. I mean, normally in the men's field, no one skates clean, maybe one. So he skated clean. He had over a 90 in his tech score, and he does all of his jumps with his arms up. And sometimes that bothers me because it just feels like there's no variety. But then I'm like, okay, wait, if they do all their jumps with their arms down, then that's not really variety either. But because he's very elegant and his center of rotation is kind of perfect in the air when he hits it, the jumps look incredible. Especially his opening quad was like chef's kiss. I think he really, because he was one of the first skaters in the free to skate clean, and I think the crowd was really like begging for it, he had a moment. And he was very pleased. So, I think I'm excited to see. I know he's very young. And honestly, out of all the Korean skaters, I think he gave me the most emotion, and he wasn't serving that much. So, give me some more. Take some acting classes. Take an improv class. Sell the face. And then the biggest highlight of the men's field, I think, was Adam Xiaohim Fa, who had some very interesting backstories behind his programs, which, okay, the short program was very dramatic. The free program was about redemption. And I will say, like, I really loved his free program shirt, the green, kind of tealy green with the matching glove. I thought it was very elegant. His quad sow was incredible. Like, one of the best quad sows I've ever seen. He got over 180, and won over the Japanese guys, which I think was unexpected because the Japanese guys are so strong. But he just gave me full interpretation. You could tell he was really acting. Korean skaters, take some notes. He's dynamic, and I think because he was feeling it so much from landing all his jumps, when he got to his step sequence, he was kind of wild. He was kind of flinging himself across the ice, which is kind of this abandonment that you always hear them talk about on the ice dance side that you rarely see, I think, in the men's field. And it was like a show. So again, another French skater, home audience, lit the stadium up. Like, they were wild. They were matching his energy. His energy was high. Their energy was high. This was again one of the major moments of this entire competition, and I'm very happy for him. I don't know if he expected to win. I think he had a pretty good chance of being on the podium here, but I did not think he was going to win, and I did not think he was going to win by like 10 points. So good for him. He really crushed. He was third in the short, crushed the free program, and overtook the Japanese guys who had mistakes. So congrats to Adam. Last year he was doing the like Star Wars program. The year before, a couple years ago, he was doing Tron. Like, I think we need more of his energy, giving like just kind of quirky, new programs, new music, new ideas. There's so much music out there in the world. Why are we skating to the same programs, same music cuts every season? So many war horses. Let's more Star Wars, please. So I will talk about the second and third place guys are both from Japan. We had Soto Yamamoto, who was leading after the short. His free program in the purple was giving me like a nod to Yuzuru, but like obviously not Yuzuru. It's kind of a romantic program. His lines were quite elegant, and he has like really nice skills, and he has really nice glide on the ice. But again, like I just didn't feel the full commitment to his program, and he had quite a few mistakes. So I really like him. He's actually one of my favorite Japanese guys right now. Actually, he might. I mean, I love Shoma. Actually, sorry. I think he's number two to me behind Shoma. I think I just like his performance and his style of skating. And then the person who got third was Kazuki Tomono, who I think he's kind of like a crowd favorite. Everybody is kind of obsessed with him. He's such a showman, and he really like serves the program. But he had just had so many mistakes in the program that like the audience was trying to get behind him, but you just couldn't. It just felt kind of sad after a while because he just kept making errors, and you want to support that skater and you want to help them through as an audience member, but there's a point where you're not going to be you're not just not clapping as hard. So I think if he hits that free program with like very few or no mistakes, that program is going to be amazing, and it's going to really light up the arena. But that was not the performance here, and I actually think he was like lucky to be in the third place space. I might have given it to the Korean guy for his clean skate, but the Korean guy was in seventh after the short program, so he didn't really have a chance of moving up, to be honest. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about the men's field. The first group was overall just kind of a mess. But it is kind of to be expected these days. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this event that like the French skaters really stepped up. I don't know if they were just feeling the fantasy of having this Grand Prix in their home nation, and they maybe felt a little bit of pressure, maybe positive pressure to skate well with the home audience. But I feel like in every field, the French skaters kind of killed it and really performed to their potential and maybe even a little bit above. So congrats to all the French skaters. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it over and over again. I'm just so happy to see May Bernice back. I could watch her and her packaging and her programs on repeat. She's one of if I'm going to show someone who doesn't know anything about skating, I usually go back and I'll show them a May Bernice program, because I just think she's so wonderful, and I'm going to be very sad. I actually thought maybe after she got injured last year that she was going to be done. And I'm so happy she's not done. I think she has a voice on the ice that needs to be heard. So congrats to her for being back. Honestly, my other major highlight, I think, was Florence Baudry-Fournier's short program look. Bobble ponytail, green dress, Gloria Estefan, the biceps, everything. I'm obsessed with her. And obviously, they're Canadian, so I'm always going to root for them. Yeah, so this has been my reflection, my rants and raves about Skate Canada. This one was a little longer than my last few videos. I don't know. I mean, I know that I can ramble, so it's kind of obvious. Anyways, I'll be back next week, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.